Meaghan and Aaron, thank you so much for doing this interview with me right off the top. Congratulations on this new series. Hilarious. I love the premises and all this. I want to ask the both of you, and either one of you can answer this. How does it feel being the new TV parents of the world? Because this show is going to have influences on a lot of people growing up, a lot of people already grown up, a lot of people who are in your characters' positions. I mean, we can go way back from the Beaver to the Cosby Show or whatever. You guys can put yourselves right in that mix. How does it feel being part of that part of Hollywood and entertainment?
Wow.
A lot, Rudy. It's a lot. It's a
I
lot.
mean,
That's a lot.
the way you describe it feels amazing.
Yeah. We gotta bring you around.
No, it is great. And I usually I don't write down questions. I like doing the conversations, but when I was watching, which I was blessed enough to watch two episodes, I had a lot of things written down about this. Aaron, I'm going to ask you first, right off the top. Folks who don't know what the series is called and what it's about, please explain what it is, please.
Got it. Here I go. It's called Children Ruin Everything, and it's about two parents, myself and Meaghans Rath, who plays my wife, and we're trying. Yeah, each episode is us trying to recapture something we had from before we had kids. So, for example, the first episode is like, we used to be foodies. Let's try and have a nice meal, and then over the course of the episode, we attempt to do that, and our attempts are sort of thwarted and ruined by our children. But at the end of each episode, we sort of learn that even though we can't do that anymore, we have a gift of something else. I know that the show sort of has this sort of audacious title, but it's really warm and lovely and heart has a lot of heart. It's written by Kurt Smeaton, who did Schitt's Creek, and produced by Chuck Tatum, who did Modern Family. So it's in that world of sort of loveliness.
Meaghans, one of the things I found that was such a blessing with this show is the kids, your TV kids. The timing with them is amazing, and the fact that they are so young and they are actors acting as kids, real kids, is amazing. Can you talk about that, please? Because I've watched it over and over again. I'm going, this is so realistic, and those kids are so realistic. If they're going by lines, wow, amazing.
Yeah, we got really, really lucky. There was a huge search for who these kids would be, and it was really important to Kurt that they felt real. They felt like kids. They weren't just delivering lines and jokes, and they didn't feel, smarter than their parents, which is stuff that we see a lot on sitcoms. And we got so lucky with Michaela and Logan. They just are sort of full of life, but they really, really listen. So, if ever Kurt would give us a line to give to them, they would respond naturally. And so it was important for us to capture real responses from real kids and let them behave like kids and play off them, which is probably why it feels real.
And it definitely does, which is one of the things I love. Aaron, one of the things that your character has is, and we seem to all have this, why do we always have an a-hole for a good buddy? And why is it that even though...
Why that sentence continues.
Why is it always Ennis?
Sidetrack, why do we all have a-hole? Okay.
Why do we have a-hole friends? And why do we listen to them? Because your character has one that it seems like he makes his life out so perfect. But if we really looked at it, the focus, to me, I think he's just kind of jealous of the life that the both of you have.
Grass is always greener. And I think, there's a lot. He's a character who doesn't have any kids, nor does he want any, nor does he like them. And so we're very opposite. And there are times when I covet what he has, and there are times when he's secretly, coveting what I have.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give a warning to your character. Don't ever split up, because I think he would move in on your wife as quickly as he could.
Oh my
so
goodness!
I just
you're
a
really,
thought.
you're really, you've started to see the Matrix a little bit harder this show.
Oh, definitely. Meaghans, one of the other things that I really loved about this is the fact that the conversations that the both of you have with each other when the kids aren't around and showing what life was about. Do you think in a lot of ways, when we think about our parents and the kids' grandparents, is this revenge for the grandparents? Because for our parents, they had to deal with us. And they didn't just deal with 2 kids, they may have dealt with 3, 4, 5, or even more. I looked at this series as if saying, okay, you know what? We gave our parents such a hard time. These kids are now the revenge for our parents, their grandparents. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, sure. I have a newborn right now, so I'm definitely, I have a new appreciation for what my parents did for me. It's, you never think of yourself as like their age when they did it. You know what I mean? And I mean, I'm definitely too young to have a child. Am
But
I
you know,
frozen?
no, 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 you're not. No, no, you're not frozen at all. I was just gonna say, but like I said, you make a great mother, and I love what you're doing. Aaron, I want to drop back over to you too. And the other thing I love about your character is he does remind me, like I'm not a dad, but he reminds me a little bit of me because I always, especially these days during COVID, I keep looking back at the things that I've missed. I feel like I've missed out on. And in some small ways, I feel like your character, even though he loves his family, he loves his wife, he loves his kids, almost kind of wishes that he was back just being a single guy doing whatever he wanted.
Well, that's. I mean, I think that's a lot of what the show is. Sort of what you've lost um, by being a parent, but also what you gained, and sort of the push pull of all that. And it's really great to hear that you've connected with the show, even though you're not a dad. I think there's a lot for this isn't a show just for parents about being parents, and I think it's really easy to connect with all aspects of this show.
It definitely is. Meaghan, what have you taken anything from your parents to sort of help create the character that we are getting to see making, as a mom?
Honestly, no. I just, I was I supposed to?
I don't know.
No,
No, just
I
curious,
didn't.
just
I
curious.
didn't either.
I mean, that's an element I hadn't thought of that I maybe should have incorporated in my performance.
Good note.
No, but no, because I just tried to play it as myself, and I think that's why maybe people can connect with these characters is because it's not, they're not like archetypes of parents that we see all the time. They're actual people. They're young people who have a deep life beyond just having kids. And an identity behind that. So I just tried to bring who I was.
Part of that identity, of course, is a regular home, messy home, kids all over the place, not being able to sleep, not being able to go out, not being able to do the things that you want to do. Meaghan, we'll go back to you on this. Your character, though, what do you think that she feels like she's missing out on? I don't want to give too much away because I think the way I followed along with it, I want people to follow along with it too. But what do you think that she misses?
Well, she definitely misses working. She is a stay-at-home mom when we first meet her, and she definitely misses going to a job every day, feeling like she's contributing something other than just being a mother, using that different part of her brain that she feels like she hasn't used in a while. It just feels like she's missing working towards something outside of the home.
But in the end, as you guys said, it is all about family. It's all about love. It doesn't matter who comes and goes, who is part of this nucleus. The bottom line is love, and everybody does love everybody. As we're wrapping this up, I want to ask both of you, and Meaghan, I'll let you begin. What do you hope fans will get from this great fun series?
I hope that they'll be able to recognize themselves in it, in these parents who are trying to raise kids the right way, but also, feel like themselves and feel like they can still have that life that they had before having children. I think that's something that everyone can connect with.
Aaron, all yours, my friend. What do you hope folks get from this series?
Well, I know that when I try to watch shows now, a lot of it is this sort of warm and hilarious show. That's sort of what I maybe because of the state of the world a little bit. That's the stuff I'm gravitating towards. So Schitt's Creek and Modern Family, Ted Lasso, things like that. I think that this show is made in that sort of style. I think it's really funny and really real, warm, and I think these are just real people. So hopefully people connect with them as well.
It definitely does. It is Canadian. It is a mix of, like I said, real people, real fun, and real love. And you guys are presenting this as the new family for television, folks. Congratulations on this. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see what the episode is for Christmas is going to be like. That I think is going to be fun. I cannot wait to see it, folks. Thanks again for this interview.
Thank you.